Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my weekly, regularly scheduled video. Yes. Wow, it's been a week, huh? Actually, it's even more than the last time I took the vacation to Sedona. As you know, I was actually in California, taking care of some business deals, taking care of the online school that I'm working on, which hopefully will be up in 6 to 7 months. And I had some new deals coming for some real estate business, so I had to meet with some people on that. So yeah, I'm back, and it was great. It was great meeting my family, meeting my friends in California. Great, good time. But oh my God, the jet lag screwed me up. Just 3 hours of jet lag difference completely screwed me up. Like this morning, my wife had to like shake me up. Wake up, you gotta take your Pramila to school. Because I'm just like on a completely different time zone. 2 days screws you up, man. Oh my God. And I wanted to be in California actually this week, because they have the ISAR Astrology Conference happening in Costa Mesa, right next to where my apartment was. And I've actually made videos from that apartment with a little creek in the back, remember? It's it's happening like literally a mile away from there. I so want to go, but it's just that work and jet lag and the travel, it's too much for me. So anyway, today we are going to be doing Rahu in Ardra Nakshatra. What happens when Rahu is in the Nakshatra of Ardra? And if you do not know where your Rahu is placed, what Nakshatra it's in, all the other planetary placements, what other planets or Nakshatras are, for all the astrological details, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, Astrology, Conjunction, Aspects, and Mahadasha at the Speed of Light, including all my consultations at this link. So, Rahu in Ardra Nakshatra. See, Rahu rules the Nakshatra of Ardra. Okay. And Ardra is a Nakshatra. Usually they call it as a very destructive Nakshatra. But the thing is, people take it as a wrong way. They, oh my God, everybody in this nakshatra is just a destructive person. No, Rahu, or the nakshatra of Ardra, it's about cleaning things up. Cleaning things up. So let's say if you have a very, very heavy jungle, it's so heavy that nobody can even walk through it. No animals can go through it. So what will the nature do then? Well, nature can bring in a flood, can bring in a great storm, lightning, so the entire forest catches on fire and lightens things up. That's what this nakshatra of Ardra stands for, the destructiveness, which is to, through destruction, clean things out which needs to be cleaned out. This is why this is kind of like a nakshatra controlled by Shiva or the god Rudra. And it simply means the storm, the teardrop, the symbolization of teardrop. Because teardrop can also mean sadness, can also mean, finding sorrow in ending of things. But teardrop can also be signified as rain, storm, weather. So this Ardra Nakshatra, it's all about destroying things so new things can grow. And for us as humans, for us, the word destruction just seems havoc, right? Because destruction means someone's going to die, and it could be us who can die. And this is where it's very important to know the spiritual essence of this universe, where death is simply the opposite of birth. It is not the end, it is simply the opposite of birth. You were born, so there was something before you were born, before you took form. And so what this does, death is simply the destruction of our human body, is simply our way of going to the next level or in a different form. That's all it is. So Ardra is a nakshatra, especially nowadays. If you want to modernize this nakshatra, is known as a nakshatra of New Age electric storm. Which is what? The internet. Online, cloud computing. Everything happening off an electric wave. The electric storm known as the internet. And Rahu rules this nakshatra. And this is why this nakshatra signifies a person who wants to have the greatest of desires, achieve more than they can, and never be satisfied what they do. And especially when Rahu is in its own nakshatra, obviously it becomes strong. Any planet or nakshatra, or any planet in its own nakshatra becomes very strong. But Rahu's placement here can make for like a mad scientist, somebody who will not stop until they have achieve the greatest of perfection in their work. If somebody is a computer programmer with this placement, they will not stop until they have perfected that software that they're creating. And usually I have seen so many times that people who are in IT field, software fields, cloud engineers, Ardra is the most prominent nakshatra. More than Swati, more than Sastabishag, more than Kritika, Ashwani, Ardra is so common. I mean, look, if you are in IT industry, look at the horoscope of 10 of your colleagues. See how many times you find the nakshatra of Ardra occurring in their horoscope. I would probably say 7 out of 10 will have Ardra somewhere. Because it gives them the ability to take the new age electric storm and the ability to manage it and to create something from it. Rahu likes to create things with that electric storm. And yes, this can also create a person who gets, like a mad scientist can get very angry. Because if you interrupt them in the middle of their work, they can shoot you. They can, hit you. They can beat you up because you interrupted in their work. So what happens with Rahu, when they are doing work, they're completely into it. When they're angry, they're completely into their anger. For them, this anger needs to be everything. That anger of Shiva, who destroyed the head of Brahma, because he was irritating Shiva, saying that I'm better than you. So he cut off his head. And this is why the Rudra, the deity of this nakshatra, is related to Shiva. If they get irritated, they destroy things around them. Especially like if Moon and Rahu are conjunct in Ardra nakshatra. I mean, you don't want to mess with these people at a bar. This is why I think they should have like a horoscope of everybody who's in the bar. Who you want to mess with, who you don't want to mess with. Because imagine liquid. The teardrop is liquid, right? Rain, alcohol. When they drink that, it's like a nectar for them, for immortality. And when they drink, they feel like they're invincible. They will beat anybody. They'll do anything. They have no sense of what they're doing. So Rahu in this nakshatra can become a great engineer, can become a great architect, somebody who is able to create something new. But the problem, the other side of the coin, is they're never satisfied with what they're doing. They need more of that. They need to create more, and bigger, bigger. And if they can, then they lose their mind. They always have to be busy. But in its own nakshatra, Rahu feels a lot more comfortable. It's able to achieve great lengths of success. Because it's in its own element. Rahu is in its own zone. Okay. So guys, this was my analysis of Rahu in the nakshatra of Ardra. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. And if you want to know where your Rahu is placed, all my books, reports, consultation, for that, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow.